Hello, welcome, I'm Scrumpy, thanks for joining me. This is episode 5 of our Let's Play as King Alfred the Great, starting as Earl Alfred of Dorset. Last episode we found out that our lovely 17-year-old wife Giselle has been having it with the 63-year-old Earl of Surrey, who is on a seduction focus. He seduced my wife. She got pregnant when she was supposed to be getting pregnant with me, and she's had a daughter who I have completely been declared as a bastard. She's a bastard child. So there she is, Hildegard de Dorset, French of Carling, because I have not accepted her. She is not my child. I could imprison my wife. I'm not going to, because she's really useful to me and there isn't really anybody better. She's a cradle robber. She's an adulteress. I hate her. I hate her because she's an unfaithful harlot. Minus 200. In the meantime, half Dan Whiteshirt of Jorvik and now all of Northumbria, the Norse has been ripping through Wessex, just sieging, assaulting and occupying all of these beautiful counties that I thought, I hope one day will become mine. My half-brother can't defend them. To be honest, I can't defend them either. The claim is just for Middlesex. They're gonna win this, win that war, they're gonna get Middlesex. But they're also doing a lot of damage to these holdings, or to the garrisons and levies in these holdings. So it's really bad. It's a really bad situation, this. Let's get into the game though and enjoy it. So my half-brother is sort of generally running away from this big Norse army. I can't really blame him. Halfdan is sieging again, and he's on 93% war score. So yeah, this is imminent. This war will be over. I would love to hold a feast, but can I? I can. Good. Let's do that. I have given the orders for a great feast to be hosted in Wessex. Let the preparations begin. And all my vassals will be there. Good. Just checking the council. We're still trying to sow dissent in Wessex because we're still trying to kill my half-brother. When I opened the door, I saw no one, but as I stepped aside to close it, a group of acrobats cartwheeled, somersaulted and tumbled in. They performed all sorts of tricks, and everyone watching exploded into applause when they finished. So I could pay 10 gold, you would be perfect for my feast, or I could tell them to get out, what do you think you are doing, and lose 10 prestige. We'll pay the gold. So we're still trying to kill our half-brother. That means we're trying to influence this mayor down here. He's got a lot of plot power. And we'd like to do some more carousing as soon as we're able to. I think we probably have to be at peace. Everybody was talking about the musicians, and I finally had some time off from the preparations for my feast so I could see with my own eyes and hear with my own ears what people were talking about. The musicians were good, and they were looking for a patron. I want to offer you my patronage. Lose 10 gold, or not good enough, sorry, lose 10 prestige. We're going to pay the gold. We want a great feast. We want a fantastic feast. I'm going to pause the game. I want to see if I can do more carousing yet. I still can't invite Alfred to carousing because he previously declined an invitation and he is at war. And is this a common thing where I'm not going to be able to invite people? Yes, it's because... No, it's just that. It's that they've previously declined invitations. So because of that, they aren't going to come again. But we're going to keep doing this carousing because it's our focus. It's our focus. And we're absolutely hoping to... I shouldn't have invited my rival because I'm only going to lose prestige because he's never going to say yes. That was a mistake. Right, so we've invited all those people. Who else can we invite? No, that's it by the looks of it. What about my own vassals and my own court? I could try and invite my own vassals. I've got a feeling they all said no last time. Yeah, they did. There's some naughty plots going on. Someone's trying to kill my steward, and it's being backed by by the guy that used to be my steward, probably. Stop back in that plot, please, you cheeky chicken. Right. So we've got some carousing to do, some feasts to have. We've got a lot of fun. The best part about preparing a feast is deciding what food stuff to serve. I must purchase all sorts of things: venison, boar, duck, spices, wine and ale, honey for the desserts, cheeses and perhaps even a swan or a peacock. So I've got three options. I can spend lavishly on food, spend just enough to satisfy hunger, or I don't want to spend too much. In short, the top one costs me 20 gold, but I get 10 prestige. The middle one costs me 10 gold, I get no prestige. And the bottom one only costs me 5 gold, but I lose 5 prestige. Interestingly, I also believe that the top one can sometimes trigger the gluttonous trait, which is not good. The middle one the middle one can lead to the, I think it's the temperate trait, which is actually a really good trait. And the bottom one can lead to greedy, which is not a great trait generally. So we're going to pick this middle one. Fortunately, our vassal has decided to stop backing that plot to kill my steward, which as a plot has got relatively low power. My own plot is still above 100%. Most of the preparations for the feast have been made. I now only have to send out the invitations. Out go the invites. My half-brother's got to be thinking, what are you doing? Feasts and parties while this is all going on. So the my rival, not surprisingly, is not going to join my party. That was a mistake, because I'm only going to lose prestige as a result. I should never have invited him. The Earl of Kent doesn't want to join me and my party. The Earl of Sussex will, and he's the spy master of Wessex. I'd love to make him my best buddy. The Earl of Wiltshire is going to join me. The Mayor of Southampton is going to join me. All good stuff. Let's check the plot power. Okay. The war score is 97%, so that war is nearly over. I wonder if I could kill these guys before they have a chance to come and kill me. It is tempting. It is tempting. See, it's whether they can get across quickly enough. No. It would be good for military tech. Let's try it. Let's try it. Who've we got? Harold and Osirade. Let's engage them. Let's see if it draws this guy away, and if it does, we'll be in trouble, because he'll come and kill us, come and crush us. The guests have finally arrived. All is ready. The cooks have worked day and night preparing the food, and the castle has never looked lovelier. Welcome to my feast. Can we kill you? Can we kill you quickly enough so that Halfdan doesn't come over? He's probably leading that big army. Oh, fantastic. But who is it? It's my court chaplain. Okay, that's not the end of the world. I started talking to one of my guests at the feast and found them most interesting. Hours flew by, wine bottles were emptied, other guests excused themselves and went to bed, but we kept talking until the wee hours. I haven't ever met a more fascinating person. I've become close friends with my court chaplain, who is the Bishop of Wells, and that really means that forever he's going to basically pay me taxes rather than the Pope, which is good. I did want this event to fire with somebody in my brother's court, if I'm honest. But, okay, you know, it's positive. So that's just going to jump to 100. There it goes. And it means that, you know, the chances are is that this bishop, my friend who's 37, is going to always pay me taxes and provide good levy to me. Excuse me, instead of being loyal to the Pope. So he'll be loyal to me, not to the Pope. My young wife has taken a passion for romantic poetry. She keeps reading any sort of romantic poetry she can get hold of. So I could get her to read more romantic poetry. I could tell her say that is her interest, not mine. And these books are created by Satan. And I could get her to gain the trait chaste, which would reduce fertility by 15%. The church would like her for it. I could say I could not get involved in this poetry. This girl is a as soon as she's joined my court, she got really into fashion, right? Then she went and slept with a 62-year-old Earl of Surrey and had a bastard daughter. Now she's trying to get me into poetry. Is she saying I'm dull? Because sleeping with a 62-year-old, who in fairness I thought was a bit of a party goer, it is a bit of a knock, you know, it's a bit of a knock. We would both gain, she would gain the trait lustful, and her opinion of me changes by 3 for 12 months, which is tiny. She'd become more fertile. She's going to be a nightmare. She's already a nightmare. We're going to get her to read more because it's just so much fun. Where are you going? Halfdan is off somewhere. Bishop cut the throat of one of my servants. So the Bishop of Wales, my friend. So my friend cut the throat of one of the servants when the clumsy man spilled wine over his garb. Goodness, my dear friend, that was a bit aggressive, wasn't it? I could choose to imprison him. I could gain the trait arbitrary by saying he did the right thing. Arbitrary is a terrible trait. Or I can lose 5.8 gold, which is what I'm going to do, and keep the servants quiet. I'm not going to imprison this guy. He's my busy mate. Ugh, that was not a good event to fire. Yeah, well, my half-brother's about to get slaughtered by 5,500 Norse. The last of the guests has returned home and everyone agreed it was this year's greatest feast. So we've gained 10 prestige, and those who came to the feast, the opinion goes up by 5 for 2 years. I had great fun and so did everyone else. Absolutely. Meanwhile, we are actually having some success against this smaller army. I think they're about to break. I wonder if I'm hoping I'll get some military tech points from it. My half-brother's army is being crushed. Pause. We gained 0.9 piety, no military tech sadly, and a tiny bit of prestige. Right, stand down our armies. So Halfdan, Whiteshire has usurped the title barony of Tottenham. So Middlesex is gone, it's become Norse. Yeah, some sort of news about this. Now various women, Anglo-Saxon women, are coming to my court. Yeah, these people are coming to my court because they're escaping from Middlesex over to my court. There's some raiders in Essex. I could go and try and chase them off, which I think I will. Into Middlesex first. Right, so we are no longer at war. Let's have a little look at our plot power. We could give it a big boost, but it would cost us gold, and I don't want to spend gold just now. Next option is for a summer fair. When can I change away from carousing? Not till late 72, another 3 years. I think we're still actually doing cruising at the moment. I don't believe we can invite anybody to cruising at the moment because we are currently cruising and he's declined an offer, which is a big shame. Can we get to them quickly enough? We've got Harold and we've got Osraid. I'm generally pretty happy with what my Chancellor, my Steward, my Marshal, my Spy Master and my Court Chaplain are doing. In Dorset, improving religious relations. Well, Dorset is the one we need to improve, so that's fine. Right, my forces have not combined yet. Let's let them combine and then let's get in there. They have combined. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. So we can merge them. Shortcut G. And let's see if we can catch them and kill them. They're going to try and leg it. I think they're going to move out by the 22nd of March. We'll arrive on the 21st. We're going to catch them. Hopefully we're going to kill them. Yeah, we're into battle. So just looking at the war screen, we've got 2 flanks to their 1, so we're flanking them. Gives us a big advantage. We've got much better commanders than they've got. We've got higher morale, much more heavy infantry, which is a really useful unit. Should win that one fairly easily. My guests have arrived for the private feast I have arranged. It's time to let the carousing and merriment begin. Let's get it started. I could press a weak claim on the Kingdom of Italy. Well, I'm not going to do that. Yeah, the Jorvik conquest ended. We lost Middlesex. Brother. You lost Middlesex, brother. And you've trashed a lot of their holdings as well. We've won the Battle of Waltham. Let's now stand down our armies. These days of revelry are an excellent escape. So many laughs and so many intense conversations in such a short time. It brings me closer to my companions and I feel like good friends already. You're my best friend. I've become bezzing mates with the Earl of Wiltshire. And I'm very hopeful that because of that, when this updates, which it will do, Opinion of Alfred 100, if I go to my intrigue, will he arrive on here? Because if he does, we'll be able to call him in. Doesn't look like he's going to, which is a shame. Yeah. Which of you is bezzing mates with me then? Opinion of Alfred. I've forgotten already who it was. I was Wiltshire. It was Wiltshire, wasn't it? Yeah. He's not going to say, see, he won't accept my offer. And that's because he loves King Alfred because he granted him a county and he made him steward. Well, it was fun. I gained 20 prestige and I'm +2. I'm a dedicated cruiser, so +2 diplomacy on my character. There we go. So my personal diplomacy is really rising, and what that is doing is it's giving me really big opinion scores with people that are in my court. So that is this guy who's my court chaplain. None of the others are in my court though. All the people in my court here though will have good opinion of me. It's also boosting my state diplomacy because my state diplomacy is a function of my personal diplomacy. We can't cruise again for 6 months. We could hold a summer fair, which is good for prestige, but we are still a bit short on money, so we'll hold off doing that. Who are you? Are you looting? I don't like looters. Yeah. Okay, well, let's speed the game up a little bit. Now you look like you're trying to loot, so we're going to raise our levies again. And we're going to try and catch you and kill you. We don't like looters. I really want my wife to get pregnant with me and have a son. She is lustful and she does like me a lot. Let's kill these Vikings and then we'll stand down our armies. Oh, and they've come into Somerset. Straight back to Somerset then, please. Merge. Back we come. Let's kill those in Somerset, and then we'll probably have to end this episode because we're running out of time. It's been a good one. I wouldn't say it's been a good one for the Kingdom of England, to be honest, but what can we do, eh? Until we get hold of Wessex, we're a bit stuck. My half brother does at least have no, he has no truces available. Okay. Oh, we've captured somebody. We've captured the chief of Nidaros. So that's good. Perfect. Let's stand down my levy. Let's go and have a look at my prisoner. He's a really good martial person with a hot redhead wife, 18. He's 39. He's been doing carousing himself, interestingly. He is absolutely a proper Viking. Look at that. Look at that. House colours. I can't ransom him off at the moment. I don't really know why. I could throw him in the oubliette. Let's just leave him where he is for now. Stop raiding our lands is the message there. Oh, holding in Somerset is under siege. Okay. Well, look, guys, it's time to wrap up this episode. It's been another cracker. I'll see you for episode 6 next time. Thanks, bye.